single time, without fail, within 5 posts, it will get homophobic or racist. For no reason. Whatever you're talking about, you could be discussing childcare and be like, well, I bottle feed until about 2, and someone will be like, faggot. What? That's completely inappropriate. And one time I was on, this was the best, I was on the message board for the movie Mississippi Burning, for some reason. And someone had posted a link to the Ku Klux Klan's website. Yeah. So I was like, wow, if there's one website I have to see in my lifetime, it's this one. So I clicked the link. First of all, let me just say, the KKK, not so good with the HTML. That is not a thing. There's no grand webmaster of the Ku Klux Klan with like a robe made out of a Star Wars bedsheet. That guy's not real. He does not exist. Don't believe the hype. And there's nothing. The website is so bare, but the first thing you see when you get there, which is awesome, is the first thing on the front page as soon as you get there, written in huge, bold block letters, are the words, "The KKK does not endorse Barack Obama for president." Yeah, no shit, Ku Klux Klan. I have to say, I was offended by the racism, but they found a way to offend me further, because my intelligence has never been so insulted. We'd better clarify to everyone, as the world's premier racist organization, our stance on the first black potential winner of the presidency. I improvised that last bit. It wasn't very well thought out. That last line of the bit.
I thought it was good.
Thank you, Josh.
I would have never guessed.
You should call this show Emotional Reinforcement with Josh Fadem.
Okay, yeah, if you need it, let me know.
Okay. I prefer it if you just jump on the bandwagon.
Alright, I'll jump on it.
Alright. What if I
like that you prefer that. That's good.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's a good preference.
If the jokes don't fly, at least...
They fly. They all have wings.
The Ku Klux Klan also interests me because they are not only racists, but also huge nerds, which is amazing. All of their titles are like, I'm the Grand Dragon, I'm the Supreme Wizard, it's like, I'm an ignorant piece of shit with a +2 to making you embarrassed to be white. They like roll initiative before a lynching. That last one, not true. Oh, crazy laugh, ladies, up front. Yeah. My mom has a crazy laugh, and a bunch of my friends have crazy laughs, and they alternate between being happy and upset about it. So I feel for you. I'm not going to do any picking.
I could cry at any second.
You could cry at any second? Good. That turns me on. That's weird to say. And let's take
emotional women, right?
Yeah. Hey.
Right?
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, baby, I'll take care of you. Oh, what's your problem? I'll talk it out with you. Right? Yeah, nice.
Politics, perhaps, everyone?
Let's hear about him.
Thank you, again. John McCain, I don't know if people are aware of this, is way too fucking old to be President of the United States. That seems to be, they talk in code like, oh, he's erratic. Oh, he's erratic. His activities have been erratic. Wink, wink. He's just old. Can we not? He's too old to be president. And people are like, oh, you can't say that because that's age discrimination. But age discrimination is based on science. There's a reason elderly are discriminated against is because when you get old, you get shitty at everything. Every single thing. No person has ever been like, I wasn't much of a driver until I hit 65. And the eyesight picked up. I have like relatives in old age homes. I've never gone to visit them and looked around and been like, look at all these good future U.S. presidents I see, mumbling incoherently to themselves about how their children never visit. I hate it. I hate politics. Going through this election, I picked the worst time to move here. This has been the longest, most stressful 8 months of my life. If you find out that the Fox News building has been suicide bombed, probably me, because I watch that shit and I hate it, but I just can't. It's, oh god, it's like a drug that never makes you feel good, ever, but you're still inexplicably addicted to. It's like cigarettes. It's the shittiest drug of them all. No joy, just addiction. And this whole thing, people are like, oh, a lot of Americans, like a president, they could see themselves having a beer with. Why? When is that going to come up? Are there a lot of coupons for free beer with the President of the United States floating around in circulation? No. What do you... oh, that Obama guy. He'd probably get me a Zima or something. Who gives a shit? You might as well vote for who you think is best in bed if you're going to do that. Who do you think it'd be?
Obama.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't think the 73-year-old man is any good in bed?
Well, with the advent of drugs aiding erectile dysfunction, that places the handicap at a different level.
Yeah, but...
So there's a discussion to be had.
But it's not known if someone who doesn't have problems getting erections takes Viagra, they get a super erection.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And what if one of them's Priapic, actually?
What is Priapic?
That's when you can't get rid of an erection. And it hurts.
Oh. Well, eventually it will start to hurt. Yeah. So, like, you just can't, no matter what?
It's like a condition, like painful erections that don't go away. And you know what? It actually comes from the I believe Greek god Priapus, who was he was always doing it.
Erections?
Yeah, he was doing it all the time, and he's like sick, do it. And then some other Greek goddess was like, hey, you're a jerk. You shouldn't have cheated on that one girl. You broke her heart, and then she cast a spell on him that made his erection not go away.
That was like the Greek invention of STDs. That was their mythical explanation for it, I think.
Priapus. So it's called. His name was Priapus, and it's called Priapic. And I saw this one, the sculpture in Pompeii, which, if anyone's ever been there, they are all about sex there. They were just screwing galore. This is the history lesson part.
Yeah.
They were having sex galore, and there's a statue of Priapus pouring. It says, "This is Priapus pouring wine upon his virile member." You can Google it.
Wow. So it's Josh Fadem's emotional support and history lesson.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do this one last thing so that if it doesn't go well, I'm stuck with it. My wife, I am married, which weirds a lot of people out because I'm young. Thank you.
Right? Support the guy.
But no.
You did the honorable thing.
She's been pregnant like 8 times. It's good, but a lot of people are like, oh my God, you're only 23, and because of that, I'm like the first one of all my friends, and I get a lot of like dumb questions about it. They'll be like, oh, hey, oh my God, married, oh man, what's the hardest part of being married? And getting asked that question is kind of like when you're at a job interview and they're like, what is your worst quality? Because there's the answer you give and then the truth. And the answer you give is usually something like, oh my God, sometimes in the middle of the night I wake up and I look over and I fucking hurt because I just love her so goddamn much. And the truth is generally, I'd like to have sex with other women. That's the real answer, because it's biological. Men are genetically programmed to spread their seed around, and I am not fulfilling my genetic predisposition for her. That's like the ultimate commitment. But a woman is supposed to find the best male specimen and take their seed, which means she is also not fulfilling her genetic requirements, and she has probably compromised more than me. That went well. I tried to slip a new thing in there. That was all right.
Yeah, it was good. You undercut it with like some self-deprecation, and then they're like, he's a Greek.
He's a mook. That guy, a mook, to quote Timon and Simba.
More credit. But.
All right. This has been Josh Fadem's Emotional Support and History Lesson Hour. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Will Weldon, everyone. Thanks, Will. Just for those keeping score.
Alright, hold the phone.